Hey everybody over at Movies.com. It is the Schmoes Know Movie Show. I'm Christian.
And I am Mark. Christian, this weekend in theaters we have a really cool revenge flick, Sin City, A Dame to Kill For.
It is, when you have the Jessica Alba element of what happened in the first one, no spoilers, I guess there's some spoilers, there's a reason that she's going after these people.
Yeah.
Revenge. There's been a ton of revenge movies out there, and we even said this as we were starting this, Mark. It's going to be more of our favorite things that we want to pick out. We don't know if we'll hit the top 5, but we're going to try.
But we also wanted to focus on films that are revenge movies, as opposed to movies that feature an element of revenge. Like Return of the Jedi was originally going to be called Revenge of the Jedi, because you can look at it from a revenge angle. It's not going to make this list.
Well, yeah, Revenge of the Sith as well. I still thought Braveheart should have made it because the inciting incident was revenge, and for a long time he was doing it for revenge. You're doing this for Madden.
Man, Mel Gibson also has Edge of Darkness. Will that be on the list?
Right. All right, here's our list, our top 5 revenge movies of all time. Mark, what clocks in at number?
Well, it turned into a Stallone movie at one point, but originally it was Michael Caine in the starring role in Get Carter from 1971. This helped launch the genre.
It certainly did, and you have Michael Caine, who's such a brilliant actor, and you're watching this guy go through it. Just the way that he's going and picking people off, it's very interesting.
Yeah, and then Stallone did the remake, and it was like, I'd rather see the original one. Speaking of the 70s, Christian, it's another movie that was made before we were born. Tell them about it.
Death Wish. With Charles Bronson. I think they made like 127 of these.
It got real cartoony as the Death Wishes keep going, but the first Death Wish, I believe, his wife was murdered and his daughter was sexually assaulted, so that's a revenge flick.
It sure is, and you don't want to mess with the Bronsonator because he takes a lot of liberties with the way he wants to take you out.
Charles Bronson has that squint, you know? He always looks like he's ready to throw down.
Death Wish always scared me, just the boxes. Like when I would see the boxes of video stores and stuff, I'd be like, oh my god, that looks scary.
I thought it was a horror movie. Well, it's going to be horrific for anybody that tries to mess with Denzel Washington, and that's why Man on Fire clocks in at number 3. It's a revenge flick where he used to go to South America to rescue a girl that's been kidnapped.
This is the difference between this and, like, say, why Taken doesn't make the list.
Or Commando.
Yeah, because this movie, Denzel thought this girl was pretty much dead for the majority of the movie, so he's not going out there to say, oh, hey, where's the girl? He's just picking people off left and right. It's brutal.
So you tell me number 1 and number 2 aren't Taken and Commando then?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay, well, what's number 2?
Number 2 is The Crow.
Yeah.
You have The Crow with the late Brandon Lee, and you know, it was almost hard not to put this at number 1, but Eric Draven is killed, and what happens? He comes back as a clown-painted superhero, and he takes out everybody.
There's a really cool mythology to The Crow, and I wish that they could have shown that and illustrated that in more films besides the first one. Nothing else really hit like that first movie did, and maybe that's because Brandon Lee couldn't have been in any of the sequels. Speaking of sequels, you got your Volume 1 and you got your Volume 2. We're going to lump them all together into one giant revenge known as Kill Bill.
Tarantino was good at those flicks. It was a choice between this and Django Unchained, but Kill Bill, like you said, 2 volumes, and for the reason Beatrix Kiddo, otherwise known as Black Mamba, goes after all these people who did her wrong, her ex-colleagues, and she takes them out pretty harsh.
It's just such an amazing stylistic film. Everybody hears that song and you associate it with Kill Bill now. So Tarantino, his entire career has been basically based on revenge. Why is he so angry? He used to be a video store clerk. Now he's one of the greatest directors of all time. Enjoy life.
He's an assassin. I mean, there's always an element of revenge in all his movies, Pulp Fiction, all that stuff. So that's the list. Those are our top 5 revenge movies of all time. I know there's tons of them that we probably... Revenge of the Nerds, I know you wanted
Revenge of the Nerds, I really wanted in there. Old Boy would have been good with the original one. And then how about You Can't Forget It, You Gotta Love It. Michael Caine, not only was he in Get Carter, he was also in Jaws 4, The Revenge.
Would Transformers 4 be a revenge movie?
I want revenge for my $15.
Right. All right, how about you guys? What's on your list? Comment below and tell us what we got right, what we got wrong.
Feel weird asking them what's on their list when we're talking about revenge movies. You like us, right? Make sure you check out Sin City, A Dame to Kill For in theaters this weekend. That is Christian. I am Mark, and it's the Schmoes Know Movie Show on Movies.com. Very nice to him.